Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Learn Real Life English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Jane. And wow, Mike, do we have a good one for you today?
We really do. So today we're tackling something that honestly terrifies a lot of English learners and even native speakers, to be honest.
Small talk.
Small talk, that awkward, beautiful, absolutely essential skill that can open doors you didn't even know existed. And we're combining it with one of the most useful and most misunderstood grammar structures in English.
The present perfect tense.
Exactly. So the big question today is, how do you master small talk using the present perfect for global networking success?
And before anyone clicks away thinking, oh no, a grammar lesson, hold on. This is not your boring textbook stuff. We're going to show you how real people use this tense in real conversations at real networking events, conferences, business dinners, LinkedIn meetups, all of it.
So grab your coffee, your notebook, or just your earbuds and let's get into it. All right, Jane, let's start with the big picture. Why does small talk even matter?
Great question. So, a lot of people, especially people from cultures where direct communication is valued, they think small talk is a waste of time. Like, why are we talking about the weather? Let's do business.
Right, and I totally understand that perspective. But here's the thing. In global networking, whether you're at a conference in London, a trade fair in Dubai, or a startup event in San Francisco, small talk is the gateway.
It really is. It's the bridge between being a stranger and being a connection. Nobody walks up to someone and says, "Hello, let's sign a contract." That would be weird.
Very weird. Small talk builds trust. It builds rapport. It shows the other person, hey, I'm approachable. I'm human. I'm interested in you.
And here's a stat that I love. Research from Harvard Business School found that people who engaged in small talk before a negotiation achieved significantly better outcomes than those who jumped straight into business.
So, small talk is literally a professional superpower.
Absolutely. And for English learners operating in international environments, mastering small talk isn't optional anymore. It's essential.
Okay, so now let's talk about our secret weapon, the present perfect tense. Jane, why this tense specifically?
So, the present perfect, for those who need a quick refresher, is formed with have or has plus the past participle. Things like, I've worked, she's traveled, we've met.
Simple enough on the surface.
Right, but here's why it's a networking gold mine. The present perfect connects the past to the present. It talks about experiences, achievements, and situations that are relevant right now. And what do you do in small talk at a networking event?
You talk about your experiences, your background, what you've done, what you're currently involved in.
Exactly. The present perfect is practically designed for networking small talk. Let me give you some examples of classic networking questions that use the present perfect. Have you been to this conference before? How long have you worked in this industry? Have you met the keynote speaker? I've heard great things about your company.
See, those are all natural, real life sentences. Nobody sounds like a textbook saying those things.
And that's the beauty of it. When you use the present perfect correctly in small talk, you sound natural, you sound confident, and you sound like someone who knows what they're doing.
Versus, say, using the past simple incorrectly, like saying, did you ever go to this conference? It's not wrong, but it doesn't sound as smooth.
Right. Have you ever been to this conference? Feels more open, more conversational, more connected to the present moment, which is exactly where you are, standing there at the conference, networking.
All right, let's break this down into practical structures that our listeners can use immediately. Jane and I are going to do a live role play. I'm going to be a marketing professional at an international business conference, and Jane is going to be a project manager I've just met at the coffee station.
The coffee station, where all the best networking happens, by the way.
Facts. Okay, here we go. I'm going to be a marketing professional at an international business conference, and Jane is going to be a project manager I've just met at the coffee station.
The coffee station, where all the best networking happens, by the way.
Facts. Okay, here we go. I've been to conferences where it tasted like cardboard.
Oh, same. I've had some truly awful conference coffee in my time, but this one's not bad, actually. So, is this your first time at this event?
It is, yeah. I've heard about it for years, but this is the first time I've managed to attend. How about you?
I've been coming for the last 3 years. It gets better every time, honestly. So, what do you do?
I'm in digital marketing. I've been working in the industry for about 8 years now, mostly with European clients, but recently I've started looking into markets in Southeast Asia.
Oh, interesting. I've actually worked with a few teams in Vietnam and Thailand. It's a completely different landscape.
Really? That's great to hear. I've been trying to connect with people who have experience in that region. Have you found any major differences in how business relationships are built over there?
Definitely. I've learned that trust building takes longer, but once it's there, it's incredibly strong. I've also noticed that face-to-face meetings still matter a lot more than they do in Europe.
That's really valuable insight. I've read a few articles about that, but hearing it firsthand is so much better. Hey, would you mind if I connected with you on LinkedIn? I'd love to continue this conversation.
Absolutely. I've just updated my profile, actually, so it should be easy to find me.
And scene. Okay, so let's break that down. How many present perfect examples did you catch?
There were a ton. I've been to conferences, I've heard about it, I've been coming for 3 years, I've been working in the industry, I've started looking into markets, I've actually worked with teams, I've learned, I've noticed, I've read a few articles, I've just updated my profile, easily more than a dozen.
And did any of it feel forced? Did any of it sound like a grammar exercise?
Not at all. It sounded like two professionals having a genuine conversation. And that's the point.
That's exactly the point. The grammar serves the conversation. The conversation doesn't serve the grammar.
Okay, so let's talk about some common mistakes that English learners make when using the present perfect in small talk, because there are a few traps.
Oh, definitely. Mistake number 1, using the present perfect with a specific past time. You cannot say, I have attended this conference last year. Once you add last year, you need the past simple. I attended this conference last year.
Right. The present perfect is about unspecified time or time that connects to now. The moment you pin it to a specific point in the past, last year, in 2019, yesterday, you switch to past simple.
Mistake number 2, confusing been and gone. She's been to Tokyo means she went and came back. She's gone to Tokyo means she's there right now. At a networking event, you'd say, have you been to our office? Not, have you gone to our office? Unless they're currently there, which would be an odd question.
Mistake number 3, forgetting to use contractions. In natural spoken English, we almost always contract have and has. So it's I've worked, not I have worked. She's traveled, not she has traveled. If you don't use contractions, you'll sound overly formal, almost robotic. And at a networking event, robotic is not what we're going for.
Definitely not. Mistake number 4, overusing the present perfect. Some learners discover the present perfect and then use it in every sentence. Balance is key. Mix it with the past simple, the present simple, and other tenses. A natural conversation flows between tenses.
Great point. Fluency isn't about one structure. It's about moving between structures smoothly.
Now, since we're talking about global networking, let's touch on some cultural considerations.
Yes, this is so important. Small talk topics that work in one culture might not work in another.
For example, in the US and UK, talking about the weather, travel, and the event itself are safe bets. Have you enjoyed the conference so far? Perfect.
In many Asian business cultures, asking about someone's company or role is more natural than personal questions. How long has your company been in this market is a great opener.
In Latin American networking contexts, things tend to be warmer and more personal. People might ask, "Have you tried the local food yet?" Or, "Have you had a chance to see the city?"
And universally, avoid asking about salary, age, politics, or anything that could be controversial. Stick to shared experiences, professional journeys, and the event you're both attending.
The present perfect actually helps with this because it naturally steers towards experiences and professional background, which are safe and productive topics everywhere.
All right, let's give our listeners a clear action plan. If you want to master the skill, here's what you should do.
Step 1. Learn the 5 structures we covered today. Write them down, practice them out loud, record yourself.
Step 2. Prepare 5 to 10 present perfect questions and statements before your next networking event. Don't memorize scripts. Just have flexible sentence starters ready.
Step 3. Practice with a partner or in front of a mirror. Role play a networking scenario. It might feel silly, but it builds muscle memory.
Step 4. Use them in real life. Start with low-pressure situations, a colleague, a classmate, someone at a casual meetup. Then work your way up to bigger events.
Step 5. Reflect after each conversation. What worked? What felt awkward? What can you improve? Growth comes from reflection.
And step 6, keep listening to this podcast because we're going to keep giving you real-life English tools that make a real difference.
Smooth plug, Jane.
I do what I can.
All right, everyone, let's wrap this up. Today, we've covered why small talk is essential for global networking, why the present perfect tense is your secret weapon, 5 powerful structures you can use immediately, a live role play showing how it all works in practice, common mistakes to avoid, and cultural tips for international settings.
That's a lot of value in one episode.
It really is. And if you found this helpful, see what I did there? Present perfect. Please hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, and share this episode with someone who's preparing for a networking event.
We'd love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, what's the best small talk question you've ever been asked at a networking event? Use the present perfect if you can.
That's a great challenge. All right, everyone. Thanks for spending your time with us today. I'm Mike.
And I'm Jane. Keep learning, keep connecting, and keep speaking real-life English.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.